field programmable gate array to design any logic expression. First, we have to implement into simple programmable logic devices. It consists of PROM, PLA, PAL, and GAL. PROM is nothing but programmable random only memory. PLA is programmable logic array. PAL is programmable array logic. GAL is generic array logic. So the SPLDs are limited in size due to the small number of input and output pins and the limited number of product terms. It has combined number of inputs and outputs. Okay. So due to this, the SPLD is not used for the large number of inputs, fan in and fan out. So we move on to the next one, complex programmable logic devices. It contains multiple circuit blocks on a single chip. Each block is like a PAL-like block. The connections are provided between PAL-like blocks via an interconnection network that is programmable by using static RAM, anti-fuse and EEPROM technologies. Each block is connected to one I/O block as well. So this is the block diagram of complex programmable logic devices. So it consists of PAL-like block. Okay, this is very important. PAL-like block. Now the PAL-like block and the interconnections. So there are many number of PAL-like blocks. These PAL-like blocks are connected to the interconnection wires. So the interconnection wires is used to connect I/O block with the PAL-like block. So totally we have three elements: PAL-like block, interconnection wires and I/O block. The next one, this is the structure of PAL. You all know very well about what is the structure. So programmable logic array is it is programmable and plain and fixed or plain. Okay. So if you see the diagram itself, this is example. Okay. Here x1, x2, x3 are direct lines. So this is also an inverted line. So we have to draw direct line as an input, then inverted line is the another input. So here the three inputs are considered. Totally we have a four product terms. All these and plane are programmable. The cross marks indicates it's a programmable. It's nothing but the fuse links are connected. Then so if the AND plane are connected to the OR gate direct line only. If you look at it, this is the direct connections. So now this is fixed OR plane. So the PAL is nothing but programmable and plane and fixed OR plane. So this is a PAL structure. So this PAL structure combined with next one macro cell. So the macro cell consists of, this is the output of PAL. So the PAL structure is consists of one D flip-flop. Okay, it is D flip-flop. Then one multiplexer, one tri-state enable, and the feedback goes to the AND plane. This is the arrangement of the macro cell. Okay, so the PAL output OR gate output is connected to the macro cell. So this part is macro cell. Okay, this is back connected to the AND plane. So the macro cell consists of D flip-flop, mux, 2 to 1 mux and the tri-state enable. The output of the macro cell is back to the AND plane. This is the macro cell architecture. Now the PAL architecture and the macro cell is combined. We have PAL-like block. So this is the PAL-like block. Okay, there are number of PAL structures are present. Each structure output is connected to the macro cell. So we have seen this structure and this structure separately. Combining these two is called as a PAL-like. Okay, this is programmable and plain. This is fixed OR plane. The OR plane output is connected to the macro block. So the whole arrangement we call it as a pal-like block. So the next one, what are the elements present and advantages of the pal-like blocks? CPLD pins are provided to control exclusive OR, marks and tri-state gates. When tri-state gate is disabled, the corresponding output pin will be used as a input pin. So the associated pal-like block is then useless. The AND pin and interconnection network are programmable. Commercial CPLDs have between 2 to 100 pal-like blocks. Fixed OR planes, that is programmable AND plane, fixed OR plane. The fixed OR plane input is 5 to 20, that is given as a fan in. Okay, fixed between 5 to 20. It has a macro cell. 16 macro cells are present. So the XOR provides, it's nothing but that is negation ability. Okay, that is if both inputs are 0, output is 1. Any one of the input is 1, the output is 0. That is nothing but negation ability. Now we can see one simple example how a logic expression can be implemented into complex programmable logic device. Okay, here f is equal to x1, x3, x6 dash plus x1, x4, x5, x6 dash plus x2, x3, x7 plus x2, x4, x5, x7. This is the logic expression. So totally the maximum number of input is 7. Okay, the inputs are x1 to x7. So you write it x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7. All the 7 inputs you have a direct line. So the direct line represents the orange color. So the block color represents the inverted line. Okay, so the direct line and inverted line. Now this is the programmable AND plane. Now this is fixed OR plane. This is nothing but a macro cell. How? Now depending upon if it is a x1, the connections are given, it's a red color. So the red color shows the connections are made between the input to the AND array. So you do take totally the product term is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is product term 1, this is product term 2, this is product term 3, this is product term 4. Okay, so here 4 AND gates are present. The first AND gate x1, x3, x6 dash. X1 the red color mark. Then you have a x3. Okay, then you have a x6 dash, the it's inverted line. So this is connected to the first AND. Then x1, x4, x5, x6 dash, the second AND term. Then x2, x3, x7, third AND term. x2, x4, x5, x7. So this is connected to the fourth AND term. So these are programmable. Now the OR and output is connected directly to the OR gate. Okay, this OR gate. Now this is you have a macro cell. The macro cell, this output is 1 means if different output, the output will be 0. If it is the same, the output will be 1. Okay. Now you have a if the output is 1, the D flip flop input is 1, the Q output is 1. Okay. So this output goes to the final. Whenever there is a need of output, such a way that we have to enable the mux select lines and the tri-state enable line, so we can get the output. So depending upon the number of functions, the number of pal-like blocks are connected. Okay, so this is the simple example, and we have discussed what is CPLD, what is how a logic expression can be implemented into CPLD. Thank you.